The location of the head wound is key evidence. Since a bullet almost always makes a small wound when it enters and a large wound when it exits, a big wound at the back of JFK's head would indicate a shot from the front, and more than one shooter. Most of the doctors and nurses who treated the president at Parkland did see a large wound at the rear of the head. Dr. Robert McClelland.
It was in the right back part of the head, very large.
Nurse Audrey Bell.
There was a massive wound at the back of his head.
Dr. Charles Carrico.
There was quite a large defect about here on his skull.
Dr. Ronald Jones.
Well, my impression was that there was a wound in this area of the head, right in this area.
The Dallas doctor's recollections about an exit wound in the back of the president's head are confirmed by witnesses at the Bethesda Hospital autopsy.
I mean, a big gaping hole in the back of the head.
Floyd Reeby, a photographer on duty, talked with Wayne Friedman.
So it's like somebody put a piece of dynamite in a tin can and light it off. There was nothing there.
Open area all the way across into the rear of the brain like that.
From the top of the head almost back to near the base of the skull. You could see where that part was gone.
So eyewitnesses in Dallas and Bethesda describe a wound extending all the way to the back of the head. What about the official photos and x-rays? We showed them to the 3 eyewitnesses to JFK's autopsy. Photos and x-rays not available to the public since the assassination, but recently obtained by the press. Gerald Custer took the x-rays that night. Is this the x-ray picture that you took, and is this the wound that you saw on the president?
This area here was gone.
Not this area?
Not this area.
Floyd Reeby assisted with the autopsy photos.
The 2 pictures that I've seen that you showed me that are supposedly from the archives are not what I saw that night. Now, I don't know where those pictures came from.
The back of the head looked like that? What did the back of the head look like?
It had a big hole in it. This whole area was gone.
Does that look like what you saw?
No, it doesn't look like what I saw. This would be a lesser of a wound than what I saw. I saw a lot worse wound that extended way back into this area here.
Was the president's hair and scalp like that?
No.
What was it like?
This part of the head was gone. There was no scalp there.
Are you telling me that this is not?
I don't believe so.
You don't think this is an
No.
honest-to-God
No.
autopsy photo?
No, I don't.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
It's being phonied someplace. It's make-believe.
Before each doctor looked at the photos, he described the wounds he had seen back in 1963.
I could see the president's head wound quite well, and I was probably looking into a wound that was on the lateral or the side part of the head and the back part of the head.
It would be this portion of the head right here.
As I remember, it's like this.
However, a surviving clip of Dr. Perry recorded not long after the press conference.
Arriving at the emergency room, Dr. Carrico had placed a tube in the president's trachea to assist his breathing.